Good morning.
Good morning.
Go Getters. How's it going? Welcome to GGI Live episode 24.
2-4.
Yes, last week was 20.
3. It's fine.
We're on episode 24. So welcome. Very pumped to have you. As usual, 10:30 a.m. on a Thursday. So today, what are we going to be covering? Let's back up a bit. Go get it. Real estate, where dreams are big, but taking action is
bigger.
Way bigger. Awesome.
I'm just going to be sharing it on a couple websites here as these guys kind of talk.
So you get a close-up of Saran's beautiful face there. Lucky you. So we're just going to share it on some platforms, make sure we get our attendance up. Make sure everyone joins on in, who wants to join on in, giving away some real estate value.
Yeah, make sure you guys comment below.
Comment, like,
Let us know what you guys want to hear about
here
on next episodes. We like to hear about what you guys want to learn, what other things that you guys want to hear about in this game.
Mm-hmm. It's a game called life.
Yeah, exactly.
Called real estate.
But yeah, today we're talking about 4 tips of why you should get, why a mentor is essential, which is crucial. I mean, anytime you need to learn anything, you need someone to teach you. And whether it come from a textbook or a book or whatever it is, someone wrote that book, or you're going to learn from someone that's actually doing it. And we're going to dive into the reasons
on why that is.
4 reasons why it's important.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, another thing about a mentor is a lot of people hear that word like, I don't need a coach. I don't need a mentor. But when we're born, I mean, our first mentors are our parents.
Exactly.
Right? We all, it's just a different perspective. I mean, we all need to be taught. The reason we are the way we are is because we're a product of the way we've been raised. So we can pick and choose our mentors and where we learn from. So as Nan was saying, textbooks can be mentors.
Yep.
Paper mentors, right? Just giving us knowledge and we take action on them. So,
but choosing the right mentor, and before you even choose the right mentor, knowing exactly what you want out of life or what you're trying to achieve is going to result in you finding that right mentor, right? But I think we're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
Before we dive in, I think we got a quote that we want to share.
I think we do.
You want to share it?
That's right. So we got a quote that is, Nam, say it.
I think Tay forgot the quote.
Yeah, I did.
So really, guys, the thing is, the most important part about really going after your goals, right, is actually getting started. Yeah. So the key to getting ahead is actually getting started. Mm-hmm. And that is a quote that was summarized by Mark Twain.
Yeah.
Right? He has a bunch, and that is one of the wisest things he says. The first thing that you need to do to get ahead or go after your why or your goals or whatever it may be is just take the first step and actually get started.
Yeah.
Right? So, all right, 4 tips.
Let's dive on in.
I think Tay's starting us off.
That's right. So, tip number 1. We're just keeping it real. We're just keeping it real today. That's what we're doing. Why get a mentor, right? So tip number 1, it's when you get a mentor, it's going to shorten your learning curve. So it's going to avoid going through all those mistakes over and over and over again to figure out what this mentor already knows. The mentor has already gone through this. They've already gone through the cycle. There's no reason to recreate the wheel.
Exactly.
Learn from the mentor. Learn from their mistakes. It's not like there won't be more mistakes. It's your journey. There's always going to be things that happen to your journey that are unique to you and your journey. But knowing the proven systems that your mentor, coach, or whoever you're learning from has been through is just going to elevate you. It's going to propel your business forward, and you're going to be able to use those strategies, those proven systems to get ahead.
Exactly.
So that's tip number 1, shortens the learning curve. And,
very nice.
You know, time in this, I mean, in real estate, in my life anyway, a big part of my why is time. So shortening the learning curve is saving time. You know, you're able to propel forward in a faster time and not have to waste a bunch of time trying to figure out stuff that people already know.
Exactly. That's awesome. So good number 1 tip. And number 2 is going to be access to the networks and the systems of your mentor. Okay. So for example, with our students, they're going to be able to tap into who we know, right? Our networks, our contractors, our money lenders, you know, all mortgage brokers, our realtors, all the different types of investors that we deal with, maybe other investors, maybe some wholesalers, things of that nature, tapping into the networks. We paid money to just get into a network, right? Just to get into a group, get into a network, because it's true. Your net worth is your net worth, right? So it's very, very important for you to always go out to networking events and keep expanding your network, right? And trying to grow that. And then access to systems, right? So as Taylor was saying, you're going to exponentially grow when you get a mentor, right? There's 3 different ways of learning. One is learning, paying for someone that's kind of doing what you want to do and learn from them. Or 2, you're going to do a trial and error, right? 3 is working for free with someone that you want to be like, right? Or is doing things that you want to do. So those are really the 3 ways of learning, and we imply all of them, right? So we take all of that. In the beginning, we did work for free and things like that, but we still have a mentor to this day, and we still learn from our mistakes, right? So those are very, very important things. And when we grew our business, we mastered our systems, right? So we mastered our systems to flip, buy, and hold, and all that kind of stuff. And now we're going to be able to share that with our students and give our systems, because we organized it and we can step away from our business and gain our time. We're not creating another job for us. We're creating a business, stepping away, and being able to run that flip business or that buy and hold business without us doing every little thing in that model, right? So that's tip number 2 for you. I think Nam's got number 3 tip. Oh no, I think I have number 3 tip. I got number 3 as well.
We gave him 2.
So number 3 is being able to show you different perspectives, and that's probably something that's very undervalued, I think, is to be able to see different perspectives. We still have a mentor right now. We paid close to $100,000 just in mentorship in our 4 or 5 years in real estate, right? So I still have a current mentor. We still have a current mentor today. And we haven't really even started the program till January, but we've had a couple coaching sessions just on the phone, over the phone. And just those small conversations has changed our game. Just our small conversations, we made $50,000 over just 3 conversations, right? Just because, he gives us a different perspective, and then you run with it, right? And that's the biggest thing. You need to take that different perspective and take and run with it, right? And take action. Because if you don't implement that perspective or different way, or you're closed-minded and you don't believe in that, then obviously you're not ready for a mentor and what you need to do, right? So just a few conversations, few just different, vantage point of a perspective, can just change the game. Like, it's insane, Like I was just talking to these guys a few weeks ago, and I was saying, I have no issues of paying $25,000, $50,000 just for a dinner with someone, right? Because I know that can make me $50,000, $100,000. Like, I know that, right? Because it's going to double every time I pay someone for a mentor. I'm always looking to double that money, at least, right? Yeah. At least, right? So it's always very important for you to do that, and that's why different perspectives, systems, networking. All these tips are, amazing, right, for having a mentor. If you want to get into real estate or anything that you do in life, you need a mentor. You need a mentor. Michael Jordan had a mentor. All these different things. You need a mentor when you're doing things. We're going to have to fire Taylor because he has his phone on ringer here. So I'm going to put that in. Oh, no, it's not Taylor. It's Nav.
Oh,
we gotta fire him.
You can never fire a co-founder, but all those things. All those. That's actually. I mean, we don't have to get into the whole details of that, but that was the board of directors and all, so on and so forth. But that's a whole structure of corporations of why Steve Jobs got fired. Right? He ended up losing control in certain senses, but. That's tip number 3. I think we're moving to tip number 4 of why mentors are essential, right? Tip number 4 is credibility. If you're working with the right mentor, because there's a lot of mentors out there that are not true mentors. If you're working with the right mentor, that has a good reputation, good track record, and all of that, then that is going to rub off on you.
Yeah.
I'll give you a practical example. If, for example, when our students go out and they talk to go raise capital for projects, and they've done zero projects in their career, what we do for them is, first, if it's a serious investor, we'll go down and sit down with them. And two, we'll actually give them our track record of the deals that we've done. And since we've never lost money for an investor or a principal or their interest, that's huge. And that gives us credibility. And in turn, by them saying, hey, I'm working with the Go Get It real estate team. These guys are mentoring me. I'm using their proven systems. And using their systems, this is what their track record is. And they're coaching me through this entire process. Your capital is completely safe. That gives you instant credibility. And that is huge, right? That makes people and people investing in you comfortable knowing that you are being mentored by the best, right? If you were sitting down in a doctor's office and you're about to go into surgery, and the surgeon's about to cut you up, there's going to be a surgeon that's never done this surgery before. You're going to run into a rookie surgeon, correct? So if you run into a rookie surgeon, what's important? That rookie surgeon was mentored by a person with credibility and a proven track record. And that's what gives the patient comfort that, hey, I've been taught by the best in the industry. I'm getting taught continuing to be taught by the best in the industry, right? So that credibility that we as mentors provide for students will help you get further along and get you to your first deals a lot quicker. And in any industry that you're doing, right? And make your clients a lot more comfortable. But that's 4 tips. That's 4 main reasons. Quickens your learning curve, credibility, gives you an outside perspective, and you get access to networks and proven systems. That's huge, guys. But what we like to do always at Go Get It is give you more. So we're going to give you a bonus tip.
Oh,
bonus tip.
Bonus
is going to be number 5. And all these things are important, and getting in a mentor is essential. But especially nowadays, you can find a mentor as soon as you walk out the door. Everyone's kind of calling themselves a coach/mentor. So the biggest step before you even go out find a mentor is first find out what your why is and what you're looking for, and a mentor can help you crystallize it more. But when you're looking to the mentor, whatever you're trying to learn, make sure he or she is practicing what they preach, right? They got to be, if they're saying that they're flipping 20 flips a year or 10 flips a year, they got to be doing it, and they have systems around it, right? You're not trying to create another job. Someone's saying we're flipping 5, 10 a year, I can teach you how to do it, but they're renovating their own homes. They don't use licensed contractors. They don't have systems in place to scale things. Then it's probably not something that you're looking for, right? They're not practicing what they really preach. Number 2 is what's their reputation like, generally speaking, in the business industry? What are other colleagues or other people in your industry or just people in general saying about the mentor? Right? Because if their clients and the people that do business with them are saying, oh, he or she is terrible to work with, they're completely unprofessional, arrogant, this and that, then that's a reflection of how your mentorship is going to go with that individual, correct? So make sure you touch and talk to a lot of people there. And then 3rd is huge, talk to other students of that mentor. Find out if those students are producing results. That's a clear indication of whether the mentorship is working. If a bunch of students that you talk to, a handful of students are saying, no, I got no value, there's nothing there, then they are not really a mentor or mentorship program that you want to jump in on, right? So those things are crucial. You guys want to add anything there?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing for me personally, if someone's not full-time doing real estate, if you're specifically for real estate and flipping houses and things like that, if they're not a full-time investor, in my opinion, they can only teach you so much, right? And I personally believe if they didn't take that leap to become a full-time investor and become that entrepreneur, then they're not ready to coach, right? They might be able to teach you how to do a couple deals here and there, but they haven't taken that leap themselves, right? So everyone has different goals, but for me personally, I know that we've never gotten a mentor that wasn't full-time doing the real estate gig, right? So we're all full-time here, and we truly believe in finding mentors that do that because we know that they've taken that leap. they've made enough money to supplement their income and live the type of lifestyle that they desire, right? So for me, that is essential, right? If you're not full time, I don't think you should be mentoring, you know, and that's the way I see it. And I think a lot of people would agree with that as well. So, you know, those are really good tips in getting a mentor. And having a mentor in general is just going to exponentially grow, as we just mentioned, right? So a lot of people think they can go out there and do it on their own, and you very well could. It's just going to take that much longer. That's all it is, right? It's just going to take that much longer. Yeah. And the whole objective is to get to from here to there as fast as possible, right? And not taking shortcuts, but doing it the right way, but also trying to get to that point at the fastest possible, right? So that's kind of how we look at it. I don't know, Tay, you got anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to what do you want and what kind of lifestyle do you want to live, right? As Nam was saying, like, if you want to be an investor who's hands-off, create systems, and step away eventually from the business to let your operating business run itself without you being needed, then you need a mentor who's doing that.
Yeah.
You don't need a mentor who's renovating their own properties because they don't know how to do that.
But if that's what you want to do is learn how to renovate your properties, then
go find that mentor,
right? Right? That's just not what you teach. So you need to know what you want.
Exactly. So you need to know what you want. And I would also elaborate on absolutely getting student testimonials. Make sure you get a lot, because there also is people who just don't take action.
Exactly.
And then they say bad things about maybe good content.
Yeah.
So just because one person is saying bad things, shop around.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a huge point.
Yeah.
In that all your mentorship, no matter, your mentor can tell you and teach you and do all that thing, support you, motivate you and everything. But he or she is not going to go out and drop those letters for you. He or she is not going to pick up the phone and make those closes and calls. They're not going to pick up the phone and hire, like they're not going to do those the actual actions for you. So you got to take action. So when you're asking for student testimonials, like Tay said, make sure you're asking those questions. Hey, did you guys implement things that you learned from your mentor?
Yeah, exactly.
If they said no, then it's a very, that content is kind of null and void, or that comment is
like, I can tell you from the group of when we got first mentored, when we entered real estate, we're the only group that's still currently doing real estate. Right, so that says something, right? We're the only group that's still doing real estate till this day at this type of level, and you know that kind of says something, right? Some of those people in that group may have said it was a scam, right?
For sure,
right? So it really comes down to you taking a look at yourself as well, right? We can teach you all the things in the world, but if you don't take action and implement it, you ain't gonna see results.
Go get it, baby. Go get it.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Alive.
All right, I think that's it for today.
I think that was episode 24.
24. We'll see you next week. I believe it's going to be the 21st. You know, it's getting close to that Christmas, and you know, we're going to be doing a Christmas hamper. We got 5 families. We're going to be choosing one of our tenants to be doing that. So if you guys want to chip in, help in, message one of us. We always love that kind of stuff. If you want to come in, come with us, deliver this stuff. We love that. We love that as well, right?
We'll have a list. I mean, we usually put up a list of the things that are needed. So if anyone wants to DM us, we'll send you a list, and you guys can pick what you guys want to donate. And of course, we're always going to do what we got to do.
We love Christmas, and it's not about the gifts; it's about the giving and spending time with your family and your friends and doing that kind of stuff. That's what we really believe in, and giving back to the community and giving back to the people that really need help, especially during this time in Christmas. So we love it.
I just thought of something.
What did you think of?
Coincidence is what I thought of. Next week, GGI Live is episode 25.
Oh.
Yeah.
Christmas is on the 25th.
25th.
We might have to do a Christmas episode.
We'll see what we can do for you guys.
Give value for you.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you out. We're signing off. Nam, Saren, and Taylor.
That's right.
That's it.
Dreams are big, but taking action is
way bigger.
That's right.
All right, guys. Take care.
Have a great Thursday.
Have a good one.